Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Last time, when we left off, we had taken care of the Citadel after our first story mission, finding Liara T'Soni on Therum, completed several side missions, and now we're back to just having the fan, a couple more collection assignments, and 2 story missions here. But now that we've got our full squad, I think it's a grand time, before we progress the story further, to go take care of the DLC assignment, Break Down the Sky, which starts here at Asteroid X-57 in the Asgard system. So let's go land on Asteroid X-57 and get started on what was DLC back in 2007, and is obviously just onboarded as part of the Legendary Edition. Depending on how she plays, I think I might actually just roll with Kaidan and Liara the rest of the game, but we'll see how I like her compared to Rex. Now that we've got the achievements for all the other squad mates, Kaidan's sticking around, absolutely, and the third slot's down to, once we get Liara's achievement, it's between her and Rex. We'll see how much I like her as we field test her in some actual combat situations. What I found most compelling about Rex...
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling Asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis.
Yikes.
Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die.
Here we go.
God, I hope you're hearing this.
Journal. Assignments. X-57. Bring down the sky. After landing on this small asteroid, you were contacted by a human. 3 fusion torches are being used to direct the asteroid into the path of a nearby planet. She's urged you to find the torches and shut them down. Disable the torches. Find the 3 fusion torches and disable them. Anyway, as I was saying, the thing I found most compelling about Rex was a particular biotic called Warp, which Liara also has, in addition to one that sounds really neat called Singularity. So, I may end up just rolling with Liara. We'll see. Okay, I need a map of Asteroid X-57. I need to make sure that there's nothing else that I'm, like, missing, you know? Many discoveries to be made, it seems like. So there's one to the southwest of us, which I'll probably start off with. Can already see it on our radar here. Alright. Whoa. Body of G. Mendel. This victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Journal. Oh, X-57. 2 missing engineers. There are 3 engineers missing on the surface of X-57. Himes, Mendel, and Montoya. If they're alive, they need to be rescued. If they're not, someone should be told where they are. You found the body of Mendel, but Himes and Montoya are still missing. Found body of Mendel. You found the body of Mendel. Fair enough. Aid station. Station logs. Survey Station 3, final entry, logged by Engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slodges shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Area map. Okay. Oh, and there's a technician kit here. Great. Logic Arrest Tool 7. It's a new Omni tool. Let's see if Caden likes it. Yes he does. My goodness, look at that awesome. Well, Omni Gel, the Chameleon Tool 8. And we'll hop back in here. And let me see about the rest of the map. Alright, due north of me is another discovery. Let's head there. It's kind of over here in this band. Like I said, it's essentially due north of here. This little asteroid has by far the most interactive map markers of anything we've explored in the Mako so far. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, no, it's due north inside. It's inside the blue band. That's it. Something says we're not going to be able to get up over this. Maybe we can. Yay! Body of T. Slodges. Examine. The scorching on this victim's hardsuit suggests he escaped the burning interior of his vehicle only to be gunned down by his assailants. Logic Arrest Tool 7. That's exactly what we just found. So we'll Omni-Gel that. Check around the rest of it. Hop back in the Mako. Alright, from here, transmission tower, fusion torch, main facility. Okay, that's fair enough. There's more due north of me, more discoveries. Let's keep going. Oh, come on now. You're killing me. Jesus. There you go. Piloting the Mako isn't always an exact science, okay? Footprints. Faint footprints in the dust lead off to the east. Oh, I mean, let's go off to the east. We'll come back to the survey station because I'm looking at what we find off to the east. Shouldn't be very far. But it won't show up on our radar either. There he is. Body of R. Montoya. It looks like he died from a single shot through his helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in his service pack. A Savant 7 biotic amp. X-57, one missing engineer. You found the bodies of Mendel and Montoya. Only Himes needs to be found. Found body of Montoya. You found the body of Montoya. Okay, I bet Liara would like a better biotic amp. Yeah. Yeah, she would. Nice. Her Solaris Amp 1 can get omnigelled for sure. Alright, let's go back to the survey station. Need to make sure we check it out. I wonder if there's a hidden 4-hour timer. I mean, it'd be freaking bizarre if... I mean, it's a pretty big map as far as Mako exploration goes, but it's not a 4 hours big map. So I doubt there's a real timer, but you never know, there might be. It'd be pretty wild if there was. Alright. Survey station. A hardened crate with hard decryption. Go, Caden, go. Oops. Got it. Striker 7 pistol, Hammer 7 sniper rifle, Colossus 7 Krogan medium armor. I'm gonna give Liara a Hammer 7 sniper rifle. I just want to see how that goes for her. Aid station and station logs. Survey Station 2 final entry logged by Chief Surveyor R. Montoya. Communications are down and there are non-corporate dropships landing near the main facility. There were flashes of light over the horizon. I can't be certain, but I'd guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup, I'm going to investigate. Alright. Okay. Let's head...
Take him out!
Oh, hi. We got defense drones. Hot damn. Ablative coating 7 and shield modulator 7. I'm gonna give Liara shield modulator 7. Inventory. Exoskeleton 7. That's Omnigel. Where's the other one? Back here. Seems like. Alright, Liara, let's try Singularity. Wow, it just like clipped through that box. That's a hell of a trick. Alright, shield modulator 7, kinetic buffer 7. I'm gonna omnigel those.
It's over now.
There's someone Someone use first aid. There we go. Alright. We want to head due east. There's a discovery in the far northeast corner. This, I think, is the main facility. Try and give it a wide berth for now.
You're heading in the wrong direction. You've got to get to those torches.
Thanks, Kate. I'm working on it. That's not even the one. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, that's probably what I was looking for. Aid station. Very nice. Oh, station logs. The computer lists a complete cargo manifest of the containers outside. It is mostly uninteresting excavation equipment and parts for prefabricated work shacks. A footnote catches your eye. Explosives moved to grid reference 32416 for safety. Ah, yes, so there's an explosives cache to the north of me. That's what we were looking for. Nice. Oh, wait. Hey, what's that? Fuel tank. Does that just mean I can blow it up? I think that's what that means.
Warning. Approaching operational boundary limits. Recall.
Settle down, Normandy VI. Here's the explosives cache. Very nice. Let's head in here. Grenade storage box.
That's the last of them.
That was kind of lame, considering I never really used grenades, but that's okay. Alright. Oh gosh. Let's see now. If I head... Alright, if I head far to the south, there will be another discovery there. So like way down here and then up here, and then we'll head to the transmission tower. I think that's where the assignment proper gets started, story-wise. Yeah, so the main facility is definitely where all those heavy turrets were, and someone I haven't met who I magically know is named Kate contacted me.
Approaching operational boundary limits. Recall.
Shut up, Normandy. I do what I want.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Go.
I wonder who the bad guys are. I don't know yet. We haven't seen any. Alright, here's one of the last two discoveries. A secure crate with average decryption. Damn. Striker 7, Hurricane 7, Punisher 7. I want to see if the Punisher 7 is a better sniper rifle for Liara. It is in every way. Body of C. Himes. This body has severe burns and shows signs of major concussive trauma. Mercifully, the explosion would have killed her instantaneously. Journal. Oh, missing engineers. Complete. Found body of Himes. You found the body of Himes. You found all 3 of the missing engineers. I mean, yay?
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians.
Batarians!
I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Well, good. I've been wanting to kill these guys for a while. Slavers and whatnot. Alright, so the last discovery is northwest of me here. It's like right about here on the map. And then we have the transmission tower, the 3 fusion torches, and the main facility. There it is. That's the last discovery. Oh boy. Come on, Mako. Fine, we'll go this way.
Heading to position.
Logs and radio controls. This computer is filled with operation logs and personal journals for a small pirate music station operated by X-57's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Radio X-57, rocking this rock since 2182. Radio X-57, when your world seems hollow, we help you touch the sky. Radio X-57, talk hard. Radio X-57, your last best hope for rock within 300,000 kilometers. Radio controls. Use. You notice an open text file, the personal journal of the station operator. It reads in part, Project Director wants to shut us down. Says our music is too extreme, that we're inciting the younger workers to riot and sleep with aliens. I asked him if he'd listened to us. He said he talked to someone who'd heard about what we play. Okay. There doesn't seem to be much point to that, but... Alright, let's head to the transmission tower next. Then I'll worry about the fusion torches. my... I feel it. Okay, the transmission tower's this way. Let's just try to avoid the fight for now. Until we speak to someone who actually gets the story kicked off. It seems worthwhile to me. Transmitter tower. Repair. Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. Alright. I guess we'll start tackling the fusion torches now, and we'll leave the main facility for last. Well, let's go. Fusion torch 1. Wonder if I'm over-leveled for the DLC, or if they figured people would be high-level for this. We will find out, won't we? Let's get this guy first. Can't be getting shot at from the back. Heavy turret, 768 experience. Yes, queen, I love it. Get over here. Well, these aren't bad. Hey, level up! Alright, level 43 Shepherd. Fuck it. Let's start getting first aid. Restores 40 health for all wounded party members. Recharge time 20 seconds. Accuracy cost 30%. Metagel cost 1 unit. First aid deploys Metagel to all wounded squad members, restoring their health. Caden, let's get another point in barrier. Increases barrier duration to 18.5 seconds and shielding to 780. And Liara, let's get a point in barrier for you too. Increases barrier duration to 18 seconds and shielding to 760. Nice. Alright, we are 17 levels off the cap now. That's exciting. Alright. That seems to be all the turrets. So I suppose we have to disembark and enter the building. Go figure. Same layout as always, no surprise there. Yes! Finally, we get to kill these slaver scum.
Check! Check!
Batarian War Beast. They did some kind of biotic nonsense to overheat my weapon. There we go.
You're good to go.
Many Batarians. Scumbags, if you ask me. Codex. Update. Bring down the sky. A new data file is available for the Galactic Codex. Technology. Translation. Human cultures remain linguistically divided. Some converse in Spanish, others in Mandarin, Arabic, Swahili, etc. Every alien race has their own equally broad panoply of languages and dialects. Most individuals know only their mother tongue and rely on machine translation. Modern portable computers allow anyone with a few hundred credits of equipment to enjoy seamless real-time translation of alien languages, courtesy of handheld PDAs, computers in clothing or jewelry, or subdermal implants. Without fast and accurate translation, galactic trade and culture could not exist. Governments provide subsidized software, updated through the public extranet on the fly, often as users approach spaceport customs facilities. Even the Batarians, who isolated themselves from galactic society nearly 2 decades ago, take pains to provide up-to-date glossaries and linguistic rules, though most suspect this is only so they can continue exporting propaganda. It is still considered broad-minded and practical to be able to speak without machine aid. Children often take courses in alien language, and most races can speak the simplified artificial trade tongue with little difficulty. Some species must rely on machine translation to interact with the rest of the galaxy. Hanar, for example, cannot reproduce the spoken language of any humanoid species. And other races cannot reproduce Hanar bioluminescence without mechanical aid. Newly discovered or obscure races don't have machine translation available until the linguists have had time to study them. Fair enough. Anyone drop gear? Doesn't look like it.
Clear.
I don't see any loot on the first level here. Let's go check the back room. Grenade storage. Easy decrypted storage locker. Striker 7, Banshee 8 assault rifle, Avenger 9 sniper rifle. I'm curious about the other two. Banshee 8's a piece of junk. Avenger 9's also a piece of junk. Alright, good. Let's head to level 2. Although I'm curious about this little ramp over here. Like this ought to lead to something useful, but I'm wrong, it doesn't. Oh yeah, Liara, use the sniper rifle I gave you. No wonder you're not doing any damage in combat. That was my mistake. I never told her what to switch to. Alright, back room here. That'll clear the first of the 3 fusion torch facilities. Secure crate with average decryption. A Lancer 8, a Reaper 8, and a Hammer 8. Let's look at all those. Lancer 8's a piece of junk. Hammer 8's a piece of junk. Reaper 8's a piece of junk. Go figure. Torch control. Disable torch.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who is this?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
What do they want?
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Okay. Awesome. No journal update. But that's alright. Can handle it. Okay, guys, you should just see a very slight hiccup. I need to take a break from this recording and combine the two segments later. I suspected it would be, and now I've definitely confirmed that the DLC is small enough that I should put it into a single episode, so that is what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, hello.
Hey.
Oh god. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
What were you thinking?
You can't go firing your weapon at everything that moves. What the hell's wrong with you?
Sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Are you blind or just stupid?
Here's the tip. 2 eyes, human. 4 eyes, Batarian.
Yeah, okay. I'll remember that.
Just be more careful.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
How bad is this going to be?
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony, the planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
What if it lands in the water?
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it. It'd be bad.
Alien bastards.
I guess Batarians are as bad as they say.
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Investigate. Enemy numbers.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Batarian leader.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
The conventions don't apply.
The conventions only apply to council-aligned races. The Batarian government is a rogue state.
The Batarians aren't stupid. If they made a policy of this, the council will declare war on them. My opinion? These guys aren't backed by their government. They've got to be working on their own.
That's no excuse.
If the Batarians can't keep their own crazies in line, we'll do it for them.
I just don't want the Terra Firma Party using a threat to my home as an excuse to invade somebody else's.
I think that's all I need.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Figures.
Should I requisition a cow to walk through ahead of me?
Look, you can disable them, just not remotely. I didn't have the equipment to set it up differently. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Where would your crew be?
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
They're not a priority.
4.5 million people are gonna die in a few hours. Don't make me trot out some tired platitude about the needs of many versus few.
But if you see them while... No. You're right. Focus on the torches. Sorry. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
One of them got away.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Evacuate Terra Nova.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Asteroid X-57.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
Kate Bowman.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
Enough talk.
Time's running short. I'm gonna go punch this mountain into space.
I think I'll make myself scarce in case any Batarians come back. Good luck, Shepard.
Renegade +2 and journal. Okay, missing engineers. Oh. That's how we get it. There are 3 engineers lost on the surface of X-57. They must be found. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. So, yeah, I figured that's who he was talking about. X-57, avoid the blasting caps. You've been warned about the presence of underground explosives surrounding one of the torches. You'll need to exit the Mako and proceed on foot. The blasting caps are equipped with proximity detectors. The closer you get, the more likely they'll go off. Well, ain't life grand. Alright, now, as I was saying before that dialogue interruption, you should just see a slight hiccup in the recording. I need to take a little break here, but I will link the 2 episodes in my video joiner software, so you should just see a little hiccup. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. Let's head to the next fusion torch, which is up here to the northeast. I believe that's the one where we're going to have to worry about the blasting caps. Whatever it was. Yeah, I think blasting caps is the right term.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Jim, sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
We got some nice markers here. I have no doubt that's where the boundary lines are where we have to worry about things.
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed.
Oh, gladly. As soon as I get rid of those turrets. Alright. So we gotta get up there without getting too close.
Finally, some action!
Proximity detection.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Negative contacts, Commander.
So far, so good.
Hostile
Bye.
contact.
Disabled.
Time for revenge.
Batarian rocket soldiers, huh?
All targets down.
Blasting cap controls. Disarm explosives. Disarm blasting caps. Yes, please. Blasting caps disarmed. Got experience in a journal entry. Oh, wow. Avoid the blasting caps. Done. Complete. Well, that's easy. Okay. Onward, I guess. I want to get my tank and bring it closer again. This is actually, like, this is pretty cool DLC. It seems a little short. I definitely wonder what they charged for it. Like, if this is like a $5 extra mission, that would be pretty awesome. Some makes me think it was probably more than that, but
Moving out.
maybe not. You can always hope they knew better than to screw people over. Same layout as always, I'm sure.
I smell trouble.
Weapon to cool down. There we go. Hey, inventory. Kinetic Exoskeleton 8. Nah. Inferno Rounds 8 and Kinetic Coil 8. Alright, I need to look at both of those. Plus damage and weapon stability. Well, that's great. Not a fan of those. Recoil 8. We'll give that to Caden. Tungsten round 7. That could be good for Liara. We'll see. Sure, why not? Extra damage versus synthetics. Could be worse. Hey, nice. Snowblind rounds 8 and Inferno rounds 8. What are Snowblind rounds? Extra damage, lower rate of fire. Target minus 20% damage. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. Caden still has polonium rounds, which I like. Liara. Then give her tungsten or shredder. I'd rather give her shredder, honestly. Well, Omnigel, Inferno, and tungsten. That's not bad.
Perimeter clear.
Nice. And that's the second fusion torch facility. Easy decryption storage locker. Begin manual override. Yes, please. Storm 8 shotgun, Firestorm 8 shotgun, Kovalyov 8 assault rifle. I don't really care about shotguns. We're gonna check on the Kovalyov. Better damage. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, not Caden. Shepard, I want to see your new assault rifle. There we go. See, that is neat. I want to see about the first aid as well.
You're good to go.
Well, not see about it, that's putting it poorly. Let's head upstairs now, because there is a medical kit, as I thought there might be. Let's go ahead and do one more first aid, just so Liara's at full health, too.
All patched up.
Metagel 0? What does that mean? Average decryption. Let's go. Oh, shoot. There we go. Armageddon 8, no thanks. Logic Arrest Tool 8. I think, isn't that the one we just looked at for Caden? Yeah, well, nope, not quite. We have the Logic Arrest Tool 7. The 8 is better. It's the upgrade. Almost full on Metagel, which is pretty great. Here's the torch control for the second one. Let's disable it.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Ruh-roh.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Ruh-roh. Well, that's not going well for the home team. So we have one more torch left to disable. I'm gonna take another very brief pause after dealing with Facility 2. Again, you should just end up seeing a little hiccup. If that. Because I'm gonna splice the video clips together to create my Bring Down the Sky episode. So let's get back to my awesome tank. And as far as you're concerned, I will be right back. And we're back once again. Let's wrap up this DLC. Let's head to the other fusion torch. It's off to my northwest. This direction, I think. Oh boy, that was fun. There we go. Excitement abounds. Yeah. Alright, there it is. I see more heavy turrets. It's a good thing. Anything you can fight in the Mako is basically free experience. That's what I figured out. Level up! Booyah! Alright, Shepard. Hell, let's take another rank in First Aid. First Aid restores 50 health per use. Caden, let's Master Barrier. Bolsters your shields with a biotic barrier that will absorb up to 1,000 points of damage. Duration 23 seconds, recharge time 40 seconds, accuracy cost 80%. Master Barrier increases the duration and shield strength of Barrier. And Liara. You take another rank in Barrier. Increases barrier duration to 18.5 seconds and shielding to 780. There we go. Beautiful. What level are we now? 44. 16 levels off the cap. I like it. One more turret over here. Alright. And here's the final fusion torch facility. Let's roll. Yes, please, enter the building. Time for another fight, I'm sure. Yep, I see the hostiles already. Nice. This is going really well. I'm immensely enjoying this last fight. Excellent.
I think we're good, Commander.
Ah, no one even took any damage that time. Beautiful. Grenade storage box and easy decryption storage locker. A Karpov 8 pistol, Kessler 8 pistol, and Stinger 8 pistol. Well, all three of those are worth looking at for Caden. Kessler 9, that's Omnigel. Karpov 8, he's switching to that one. It's definitely better than a Stinger 8 and a Karpov 7. Love it. Let's head upstairs. Final fusion torch. Secure crate with average decryption. I guess we'll do that first. Striker 8, Avenger 8, Punisher 9. Now let's look at both of those. Avenger 8, that's Omnigel. The Striker was a pistol, which is much worse. The Avenger was a sniper rifle. Or the Punisher 9, I mean. Definitely better. I like it. Let's go. Disable the torch. That should get a journal update, shouldn't it? I mean, we definitely disabled all three torches. I know we still have the main facility to cover, of course.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Oh boy, Charn. What up?
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
Peacefully?
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
It's gone too far.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Good idea.
Maybe you should take your men and go, before you get hurt.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
Why follow him?
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Don't be stupid.
Spoken like a true lackey. You get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Or you could take your chances with me.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Relax.
Bollock's a dead man. And if I ever see you in human territory again, so are you. Understand?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
That went well. I like the intimidate option. Although, Paragon +8. The 3 torches are disabled, but the leader of the Batarians is still holding several humans hostage. Head to the main facility. You have the passkey for the main facility. Head there and confront Bollock. Maybe we just need to kill him. That's how we go renegade.
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way.
I doubt
We can end
that.
this peacefully.
I've got nothing to say to a Batarian terrorist.
Look, I'm just doing my... I signed on to make a little...
Attack
profit.
him.
A quick slave grab, nothing more.
That's reason enough for me.
Damn it. Get him! No one leaves!
I would definitely rather fight and get the experience.
Time for revenge. Now it's fun.
Mid-engine deployed.
Another level up! Hot damn. You have found a keycard to the main installation on Lieutenant Charn's body. Take keycard. Alright, first, journal. The 3 torches are disabled, but the leader of the Batarians is still holding several humans hostage. Passkey. Head to the main facility. You have the passkey for the main facility. Head there and confront Balak. And we leveled up again! Amazing. We got more Renegade that time, too. That's great. Well, might as well do First Aid. First Aid restores 60 health per use. Caden, we might as well learn Stasis. Makes the target unable to move or attack, but also immune to damage. Squad members will not use Stasis unless it is selected from the power wheel. Duration, 12.5 seconds. Recharge time, 60 seconds. Accuracy cost, 80%. Stasis. Contains the target in a mass effect field that holds them in place, but also makes them immune to damage. They are at Sony. Let's get Master Barrier. Increases the duration and shield strength of Barrier. Bolsters your shields with a biotic barrier that will absorb up to 1,000 points of damage. Duration 23 seconds. Recharge time 40 seconds. Accuracy cost 80%. Outstanding.
You're good to go.
Alright. That'll have to do for Liara. Not quite full health, but good enough. Let's head to the main facility. Last thing, right? Up this way, northeast. We're just 15 levels off the cap now. I feel like I really do have pretty much all the talents I actually care about, which is funny. Oh, these are moving. Fascinating. That's all of them. Alright. And we we even managed to keep the Mako unscratched. They never got the shields down. Check it out. Alright. That's it for that. Let's go. Oh look, it's an actual unique layout. Upper level, medical bay, grenade storage, aid station.
Fresh meat!
Inventory. Inferno rounds 8. Where are they? Inventory. Shredder round 7. How do I melee? It's a question I've had for a long time. That's a hell of a fight. A lot of bad guys. A lot of bad guys. Inventory. Combat Optics 8 and 9. Let's see what those are. 9 level detection plus 18% max accuracy. Those might be really good for her assault or sniper rifle. Heck yeah. Detection and accuracy boosts? That seems great. Inventory. Sledgehammer rounds 8 and shredder rounds 7. I know I don't care about shredder, but what are sledgehammer rounds? Minus 20 heat absorption. Full stop. I like that better than shredder. Inventory, and that might actually be the end of the fight. Combat Optics 8, Combat Exoskeleton 8. The Combat Exoskeleton sounds interesting to me. I don't care about Combat Optics, but show me what the Combat Exoskeleton is. This prototype armor upgrade combines mechanized augmentation, Element Zero microcores, and firewall technology to give the wearer brute strength, resistance to weapons force, and resistance to biotic and tech attacks. Fuck yeah. It's not saying the fight's over yet. Grenade storage. Oh, there's another hostile over here. I see it.
All patched up.
Batarian engineer.
It's over now.
Alright, he was the last one. But it's still not letting me quick save.
Enemy sighted.
It's because that wasn't the last one. Something else has spawned in.
Die, human! You.
There we go.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
What are you doing?
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
Over my dead body.
You don't get to leave, Balak. Not after what you've done.
What I've done, this is nothing compared to what's been done to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
It's your own damn fault.
Don't make it sound like you're the innocent party here. You brought it upon yourselves.
Really? You invaded our space, took our resources, and when we asked the Council for aid, they brushed us off. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
What's your point?
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
I could ask you the same thing. How many innocent Batarians died at Torfin? Oh, or had you forgotten about that?
Have you forgotten?
Torfin was retaliation for your attack on Elysium. You pushed, we pushed back.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Attack him.
I'm not letting a terrorist like you go free. Do what you want with the others, but it'll be the last thing you do.
I hope this is worth it! I'm gonna enjoy gutting you.
25 renegade points. Whoa! Oh, you are gonna make me do that entire fucking fight again? That insanely okay, thank God, it auto-saved. I had better find a good spot not to get sniped, though. Alright. So we got a whopping sledgehammer rounds 8. I got a whopping 25 renegade points. That was a whole bar. It still didn't get me another intimidate rank. Thank God it auto-saved. Yeah, you can either let him go for 24 Paragon points or decide he has to die for 25 renegade and the joyful experience that comes from killing him. Ooh, a grenade storage box I missed. Almost missed anyway. An aid station. Well, I'll need to heal up in a minute. Actually, this is an excellent time to go ahead and do that.
ECM is hot.
Inventory. Frictionless Materials 8. Weapon upgrade. What is that? 5% damage and heat damping. Frictionless materials give rounds more power at impact while minimizing weapon overheating. Hell yes! We're getting into the good stuff now that we're so high level. I like it. Yes, please give me more Metagel. I will like that very much. Come on. Alright, well, we got him with warp. Thankfully. That's Balak, his bad self.
You humans think you're so superior. But you're no better than us. I gave you a chance to save them and you threw it away! Who's the real terrorist here?
Kill him.
You. But you're dead.
Is it safe?
Colonial Savior. Complete the Bring Down the Sky mission. If it wasn't, you'd be dead.
You're standing in the open. You haven't been shot. What do you think?
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Have you found Katie and her team?
They're dead.
Balak murdered Katie and the others. Blew them up with a bomb.
All of them. Katie and her brother, everyone. How could this happen? I thought you were... Couldn't you save them?
No one could have done better.
You need to understand something. Not everyone out here in the big bad galaxy likes humans. It's not safe. Some days the bad guys are gonna win. You ask me, the good guys made out pretty well today.
So this son of a bitch, this Balak, at least he's dead, right?
That's right.
Good. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts.
I think we leveled up
Get back and
again.
spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
So we can ask him for Quarian armor, the Omni tool, or light, medium, or heavy armor. You should choose the Omni tool or the heavy armor because in both instances they're the best in the game. I'm going to choose the heavy armor for Shepard.
I need that heavy armor.
I hope you get good use out of it.
About your 3 engineers.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
They didn't make it.
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Colossus 8 heavy armor. Journal. Alright. Proton round 7, high explosive round 7. Let's take those first. High explosive. Designed to detonate on impact, high explosive rounds have one major drawback, a massive increase in weapon overheating. 400 centimeter blast radius. Oh, but that's awesome. 500% heat generation, 500% weapons force, 20% damage. Proton rounds. I'll omni-gel those. I hate anything with a drawback. And, you know, the same is true for the high explosive rounds. We'll omni-gel those too. Now, we've got ourselves some Colossus 8 heavy armor. It's the best in the game. Mercenary 8 will omni-gel. Oh yeah, look at that. And level 46, 14 off of the cap. Even with our 25 Renegade, we still can't do that, so might as well put another rank in First Aid. First Aid restores 70 health per use. On Caden, I guess we'll level up Stasis. Ooh, maybe I might want to start unlocking... might want to unlock Neural Shock. That looks good. I want to work on neural shock for Caden, actually. So let's get first aid, because it's a prereq. Deploys Metagel to all wounded squad members, restoring their health. First aid restores 40 health for all wounded party members. Recharge time 20 seconds. Accuracy cost 30%. Metagel cost 1 unit. And for Liara... we will learn Stasis. Makes the target unable to move or attack, but also immune to damage. Squad members will not use Stasis unless it is selected from the power wheel. Duration 12.5 seconds. Recharge time 60 seconds. Accuracy cost 80%. Stasis. Contains the target in a mass effect field that holds them in place, but also makes them immune to damage. And finally, if we look at the journal, Bring Down the Sky. The humans were killed by the Batarian leader Balak. In return, you killed him. A repair team from Terra Nova will clean up the mess here. And that's it. Bring Down the Sky is done. That's our DLC. Now we can actually explore this place a bit. So that's the prison cell they were trapped in. I suppose we can try and open it now. Oh yeah, they're dead. Very dead. 25 renegade points. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's try the top level first. Another aid station. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... I have enough talent points in first aid now that a single metagel tends to be a full heal. That's nice. Alright, to lower level, that's medical. The hostages were up there, but obviously they're not anymore. We just need to check this place for loot, then we can get out of here and be done. I think unless more assignments pop up, and there are two possibilities for assignments that might pop up. I need to keep talking to Garrus, because I know that the assignment that he gives exclusive to him just essentially comes from talking to him on the Normandy enough times. So I need to keep after that, and I need to, the other one that might just pop and isn't tied to advancing the story one way or another is, when you get enough renegade points, you get a special renegade mission, which I would also be very interested in going for. So, medical bay, and 3 stairs to the upper level. And that's pretty much it, I think. We'll look around to be extra super sure, but I don't really think there's any loot to be had. That was a very productive little endeavor, though, just in terms of the experience gain, if nothing else. And we gained 3 levels during this, and we're high, like, we're barreling towards the level cap, and we gained 3 whole levels during this DLC. That was awesome. Not to mention 25 renegade points. Yeah, I'll play the asshole for once in my life. It's shockingly fun. Oh, yep, and there's Simon. Any other wrap-up?
My home's safe. Just have to focus on that, right?
You're darn right. Return to the surface. And the one thing I'm going to do when I get back to Normandy is just see if Garrus has anything to say. Because we're done on the asteroid. Which is, if you ask me, it's pretty fun and pretty exciting. I'll also check the galaxy map to see if Hackett's got anything for us. So otherwise it's time to head to Feros. Nothing from Hackett. Yeah, there we go. Now we're down to just Feros and Noveria. We'll be doing Feros next, but I just want to... I want to talk to Liara, too, actually. I don't know if this actually counts as a story mission or not, but I know I'm still missing a couple of codex entries. I think both from her and from Caden. Let me try talking to both of them right quick.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a
They
sense.
know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They shouldn't.
Those communications are classified, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. But you know the Navy grapevine. They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all the things my head stops hurting. Whether else you
Don't make a habit of it.
Is this going to be a problem?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
Angry?
You distrust them that much?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Investigate. Why couldn't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Experts?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the companies didn't go to the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
You had a bad teacher?
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
That's military discipline.
Sounds like a classic drill instructor to me. The ones at the Makapa boot camp were brutal.
Vernus didn't just push us because it was effective training. He liked it. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it. I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
Tactical
We'll have time for
appraisal?
personal debriefings
What's your
later.
opinion on the last mission?
I mean, if you like the bookish side.
Aha.
We'll talk another time.
Commander?
There we got a codex entry. One of the ones I was missing. Technology. Biotics. Life as a biotic. Biotics possess extraordinary abilities, but they must live with minor inconveniences. The most obvious issue is getting adequate nutrition. Creating biotic mass effects takes such a toll on metabolism that active biotics develop ravenous appetites. The standard Alliance combat ration for a soldier is 3,000 calories per day. Biotics are given 4,500, as well as a canteen of potent energy drink for quick refreshment after hard combat. Another issue is electric charge. Electricity accumulated in Starship drive cores must be discharged, and so must the electricity in a biotic user. Biotics are prone to small static discharges when they touch metal. Unfortunately, human biotics also face suspicion and persecution, beginning with the popular misconception that they can read and control minds. Biotics symbolize the dehumanization of mankind to people philosophically or religiously opposed to gene modification and cybernetics. Militaries are the only organizations that always welcome biotics, offering them huge recruitment incentives. Sounds about right.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me more about you.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Proteus.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
That's insulting.
So you saw us as some kind of joke?
As I said, I was ignorant about your species, but I have been watching you and your crew. I feel as if I have learned a great deal. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
That's still insulting.
You're basically saying we bully other people to get our way.
Unfortunately, that is how most of the galaxy sees you. I understand why they think that way, though I don't necessarily agree with them. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Not my problem.
I don't care what the rest of the galaxy thinks about us.
But you should. The Council made you a Spectre because of what they saw in you. You are special, Commander. You represent the best of what humanity can offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done.
You spied on me?
Now you're digging into my past? Invading my privacy?
I am sorry. I know it was wrong, but after our last conversation, I was too embarrassed to approach you directly. I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Unacceptable.
Don't try to justify this. You're obsessed.
Obsessed? All I did was look up some information from the extranet. I would hardly call that an obsession. I apologize if I offended you, Commander, but you had better get used to this kind of attention. You are the first human Spectre, the most visible representative of your species. The eyes of the entire galaxy are watching you.
This has to stop.
I don't care what the rest of the galaxy thinks about me. On this ship, I'm in charge, and I don't like my crew digging into my past.
Understood, Commander. I will keep our relationship strictly professional from now on.
Excellent. Codex. Asari, religion. The pantheistic mainstream Asari religion is Siari, which translates roughly as all is one. The faithful agree on certain core truths. The universe is a consciousness, every life within it is an aspect of the greater whole, and death is a merging of one's spiritual energy back into the greater universal consciousness. Siarists don't specifically believe in reincarnation. They believe that spiritual energy returned to the universal consciousness upon death will eventually be used to fill new mortal vessels. Siari became popular after the Asari left their homeworld and discovered their ability to meld with nearly any form of life. This ability is seen as proof that all life is fundamentally similar. Siari priestesses see their role as promoting unity between the disparate shards of the universe's awareness. Before the rise of Siari pantheism, Asari religions were as diverse as their political opinions. The strongest survivor of those days is the monotheistic religion worshipping the goddess Athame. Like the Asari, the goddess cycles through the triple aspects of maiden, matron, and matriarch.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Nothing important.
I just wanted to talk.
Fair enough.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That'll do. I think I really don't like either of the romance options in this game. I just can't help but be mean to now, I like Liara as a party member, but I can't help but be mean to Liara and to Ashley. Different reasons, I suppose, but I just find myself really not liking either of them. What up, Rex? Got anything?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Elaborate.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why leave?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Really?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war. but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about you?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
What about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went?
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Your father?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Family.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Codex. Krogan culture. The harsh Krogan homeworld conditioned the Krogan psychology for toughness just as it did the body. Krogan have always had a tendency to be selfish, unsympathetic, and blunt. They respect strength and self-reliance and are neither surprised nor offended by treachery. The weak and selfless do not live long. In their culture, looking out for number one is simply a matter of course. After their defeat in the rebellions, the very concept of Krogan leadership was discredited. Where a warlord could once command enough power to bring entire solar systems to heel and become overlord, these days it is rare for a single leader to have more than 1,000 warriors swear allegiance to him. Most Krogan trust and serve no one but themselves. This solitary attitude stems in part from a deep sense of fatalism and futility, a profound social effect of the genophage that caused Krogan numbers to dwindle to a relative handful. Not only are they angry that the entire galaxy seems out to get them, the Krogan are also generally pessimistic about their race's chances of survival. The surviving Krogan see no point to building for the future. There will be no future. The Krogan live with an attitude of kill, pillage, and be selfish, for tomorrow we die. Everybody's got new stuff to say.
Commander?
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden,
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
Of course not, sir. Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Mind your protocol.
Chief, should you be that casual with your commanding officer?
Sorry, Commander. Too much in the family mindset. My sisters and I have always been close. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Dad.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah. Took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized.
but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
Mom.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Sisters.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Home.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Yes, charming.
Next you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Vidmails?
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Boys will be boys.
The male pursues the female. That's their nature. In the genes.
They're gonna keep their genes on around my sisters. Unless they want to get up close and personal with pruning shears. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Police.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Self-defense.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
What about you?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
She must have hated that.
Sarah couldn't have been fond of you escorting her.
Embarrassed the hell out of her. But it was worth it in the end. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
She hit him?
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That was pointless.
You were right about one thing. That wasn't interesting. Where was your father during all this?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Tennyson, right?
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Sounds dull.
He must have been a very boring man.
He also brewed his own beer and played a mean baritone sax. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
Yeah, sure he is.
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Are you a fanatic?
That depends on whether you have a problem with people who don't believe in God.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking.
I'm not sure I believe
that
it.
Makes too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Codex, hey, nice. Military doctrine. The Alliance military is of great concern to the galaxy. At first contact with the Turians, they were completely inexperienced. Turian disdain changed to respect after the relief of Shanxi, where the humans surprised them with novel technologies and tactics. The human devotion to understanding and adapting to modern space warfare stunned the staid Council races. For hundreds of years, they had lived behind secure walls of long-proven technologies and tactics. The Council regards the Alliance as a sleeping giant. Less than 3% of humans volunteer to serve in their military, a lower proportion than any other species. While competent, Alliance soldiers are neither as professional as the Turians nor as skilled as the Asari. Their strengths lie in fire support, flexibility, and speed. They make up for lack of numbers with sophisticated technical support, VIs, drones, artillery, electronic warfare, and emphasis on mobility and individual initiative. Their doctrine is not based on absorbing and dishing out heavy shocks like the Turians and Krogan. Rather, they bypass enemy strongpoints and launch deep into their rear, cutting supply lines and destroying headquarters and support units, leaving enemies to wither on the vine. On defense, the human military is a rapid reaction force that lives by Sun Tzu's maxim, "He who tries to defend everything defends nothing." Garrisons are intended for scouting rather than combat, avoiding engagement to observe and report on invaders using drones. The token garrisons of human colonies make it easy for alien powers to secure them, for which the Alliance media criticizes the military. However, the powerful fleets stationed at phase gate nexuses, such as Arcturus, are just a few hours or days from any colony within their sphere of responsibility. In the event of an attack, they respond with overwhelming force. Interesting. Alright, we got Tali, and then we're going to try Garrus again. This is getting way longer than I intended. Such is life.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
What's going here? What's going
Why are
on?
you so cheerful?
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
That's it. Nice.
See you later.
Okay, I'm glad that one went fast. Let's talk to Garrus.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Anything specific?
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian.
Here's his mission. Perfect.
To investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Disturbing?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Cyclones. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
What did you find?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan testicles?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What about the doctor?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Smart.
Good thinking. Blackies are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
Interesting.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Did you interview him?
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
They just let him go?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties. The ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
Idiots.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Pat and told him what I thought of him and his politics. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're right.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Dr. Salion.
You have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Of course. Come on, Garrus. I got you, buddy. Alright, Codex. Turians, biology. The Turian homeworld, Palaven, has a metal-poor core generating a weak magnetic field and allowing more solar radiation into the atmosphere. To deal with this, most forms of life on Palaven evolved some form of metallic exoskeleton to protect themselves. Their reflective plate-like skin makes Turians less susceptible to long-term low-level radiation exposure, but they do not possess any sort of natural armor. A Turian's thick skin does not stop projectiles and directed energy bolts. Although life on Palaven is carbon-based and oxygen-breathing, it is built on dextroamino acids. This places the Turians in a distinct minority on the galactic stage. The Quarians are the only other known sapient dextroprotein race. The food of humans, Asari, or Solarians who evolved in levoamino acid-based biospheres, will at best pass through Turian systems without providing any nutrition. At worst, it will trigger an allergic reaction that can be fatal if not immediately treated. Journal. Garrus. Find Dr. Salion. Garrus told you about his encounter with Dr. Salion, the geneticist. He regrets letting him escape the first time and hopes that you'll be able to track him down and bring him to justice. Head to coordinates. Garrus gave the coordinates of Dr. Salion's last known whereabouts. Head to the Herschel system in the Kepler Verge. Gladly. We're going to do that. Well, I'll go ahead and head back up. I guess we'll bring Garrus along for this one. That's just polite. But this episode is, I think, 2.5 hours long now. That sort of makes sense. We did do an entire expansion and a Normandy section afterward in a single episode. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to travel there and then back out of the map and save and end the episode that way. Oh wait, this changed. Asteroid X-57 has been brought under control. Once repairs are complete, the asteroid will be carefully maneuvered into geosynchronous orbit around Terra Nova. Though the Batarian terrorists have destroyed several months of work, experts predict it can still open for business before the end of 2184. Nice. Alright, we are headed to the Kepler Verge. There's a new system here, the Herschel system. We will head there. And that is finally going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Mass Effect. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subbing to the channel. If you want to discuss my content, the best place to do that is in my Discord server, the link to which is in the video description. And if you care to support me or the channel, apart from liking or subscribing, the best way to do so is through my Patreon page. That link is also in the video description. Patreon supporters get to nominate and vote for the games you'd like to see played on the channel. Currently in that slot is none other than Mass Effect. Regardless of whether you do any or all of that, I really appreciate your time and attention. The fact that you watched the video makes me very happy. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.